Alrighty, back again for more sketchbooking. I already started something here. You can see it's very light. I was a little concerned that what was in my head might not translate very well to the page, so I kind of got a little head start on it yesterday. But anyway, I pulled the next batch of Endless Art Challenge cards, and at first I thought, oh yeah, this is a good group. It says to pick a season. Color is burnt orange, and the wild card is add more texture, which I love texture. But then I looked at the draw this in your style cards, and I thought, oh, you know what? I like lettering. My lettering is very kind of loose and rough and childlike, not all polished like this. But I thought I would letter this and draw a little character as well. So without really thinking about the colors here, I had picked out this lighter pink, hot pink, processed red, and basically a dark and a light sort of aquamarine. This is light cobalt, turquoise, and aquamarine. And I had originally also picked out a blue, but then I did look at the colors here and realized, oh, I'm so close to what's going on here, and decided to pick an orange. She's got this kind of muted orange color. So that's what I decided to go with. Haven't quite decided what's going to be which color. I do know. I've started timer. Hello. I wanted to make the big heart on the shirt the lighter pink, and no, I did not sharpen my pencils in advance. Really bad about remembering to do that. It's not really sharp, but that's okay. I don't like it too sharp. Some darker hearts to stand out. It says keep an open heart and an open mind. So, oh, and I had picked this color out in advance for the for skin tone, and it's kind of this orangey color as well. So I sort of picked the whole palette, maybe subconsciously influenced because I'd seen it, but I wasn't really thinking about it when I picked it. So, anywho. And I drew this little person with their hands in their pockets. Not because I mind drawing hands. I make them pretty simple, so they're not really problematic. I just wasn't quite sure what to do with them, so in the pockets they go. Should I be talking more? Should I talk less? Should I not talk at all? So, art hang party is again today at 4 p.m. Pacific. Unfortunately, I don't get to stay for the whole thing because my daughter has her scout meeting on Thursdays, and she gets home later on Thursdays because she has her D&D game, at school. They have a club at school. So she gets home late, and then we kind of have to rush to get to the meeting. So I have to make sure that there's some food ready when she gets home. So, yeah. But I did art hang party for the first time last week, and the theme was 100 pugs in 100 minutes. I did not get to stay for the full 100 minutes, but I did stay and draw 33 pugs, which was pretty fun. Oh, I think they're here. Well, I could show them to you, but you know what? We'll stick with this. I won't get too far off track right now. Okay. And a little contrast here, having this turquoisey. What did I say this was called? Light cobalt turquoise. Yeah. Okay. There's a dark to kind of emphasize the little hoodie pocket there, and the sleeves. And I don't know, what color should the hair be? Orange? Probably. I don't know what color the pants should be. Maybe the pants should just be the dark. I'll make the pants the dark color. So they are color coordinated. I think this little thought bubble cloud down here is going to be kind of a, cloudy color. I know just watching me draw is not terribly exciting. I think I'm putting these on YouTube less because I think anybody really wants to watch them, and more because it's a way to hold myself accountable, And if nobody's watching, that's okay. Okay, I don't know about this hair. Some of my favorite illustrators have a really loose approach, and I love it. And then I do something similar, and I'm like, is it just a mess? Okay. Okay, we could put some of this down. I'll come back and do the features later. So this has, oopsie, I didn't really mean to get it on there. Oh well. Well. I'm going to go ahead and do, I don't know why I showed the ears, because I'm not showing the ears up top. character might not be as consistent as I would like. Maybe I need to find a pencil that matches this and kind of refine the edges and overall texture just a little bit. Okay. Well, while the hair is sort of, oh dear, I don't really care for that at all. Let's see, what did I do here? Well, I have a feeling this might turn out to be one of those things that I'm not thrilled with when I finish it, but perhaps I will look back on it more fondly at a later time. Erase a little bit of this gray. And I'm thinking like my primary color should be the pink. So let's just start. Let's try and if I can worry about my arm. Get down to the last, oh, it's my last page. And switch over to the other sketchbook I made with this smoother paper. I originally drew these letters as, squared off block letters, but I thought I'm going to fill these in, so it's okay that this is. I thought the letters needed more softness, so I rounded them, given the whole open heart, open mind idea. I know there are a lot of people who don't like something wonky and imperfect like this, and who prefer more polished lettering piece like the original. But as much as I admire and respect the skill and effort that goes into making a lettering piece like that, I just like mine to be imperfect, Let's see, should this be the same color or a different color? How about I don't really want them to compete, and I'm afraid if I use that dark green, they will. So I will go ahead and make this a lighter pink color. I mean, already the lettering is not quite the same size. Oh, and my E it's still rounded, but it's not the same. Oh well. Yeah, I'm not really too worried about things being super consistent. I'm glad I sketched out these letters in advance. Sometimes when drawing letters, I end up misspelling because I'm so focused on the shape of the letters that I forget things. And I think I will make the keep Ann and the and Ann light so they don't overpower the more important words. This is, I've got some glare on it. Adjust this light, see if that helps. Not really, but I think I can make it work. I don't like the pencil too sharp, but there is a point at which it's too dull. And I think I've reached that point. You know what I'm going to do? For this one, I'm going to try, let's see. Is that it? No. Somewhere in here there's a Deco Blue pencil, which is, I think, the closest thing I have to, yeah, here we go. So there's another color, I think it's Deco Aqua, I think. Anyway, it's one of the colors they stopped making, which is too bad because I really like it. So anyway, the closest thing to the Deco Aqua and this color is this Deco Blue. It doesn't have the same amount of green to it. I'm probably sticking my head right in front of everything, aren't I? But it's as close as I'm going to get since they discontinued that other color. It's just that these polychromos are harder than the Prismacolors, and I don't know, they sort of dig into this particular paper, or maybe I just need, maybe this piece of cardboard behind it is too soft, and maybe if I had it on like a hard table or something, it would work better. But I don't know, the color doesn't really come across as well as I'd like on the phone, but you might be able to see that this is a little more of just a true blue rather than a greenish blue. And I like the greenish color, but all right, let me sharpen this a little bit. Fortunately, I think I have several of these hot pink pencils, so if I use this up, it's all right. And I don't like to get too even and like end up with sort of a pattern in my scribbles. I want it to really look scribbly. So I have to try to not just go in the same direction too much, you know. Oops. Filled in the opening there in my P more than I wanted. I like a certain randomness to things. keep saying I'm going to get the screwdriver and tighten that blade, and I keep not doing it. Okay, I may have sharpened that a little more than I want. I'll just use the side of it a little bit. Try to keep the stroke width fairly consistent throughout. That's the one thing I like, consistent. Okay. So I think it was the clay rose that was the color that matched that paint stick, but I don't know where I put it. Got pencils everywhere. Let's see. Did it go back in the bag? That is beige sienna. Where's my... No, it's not warm enough. Oh, maybe nectar. Nectar. Yeah, nectar's good. Okay. Now I gotta find nectar. It might still be in the box. Let's see. Nectar, yay. Okay. I feel like I have a lot of colored pencils, but I've seen some other people's colored pencil collections, and mine pales in comparison. Well, that's pretty good. It's not exact, but it's close enough. Because this just feels like a little too much texture for a face, you know? Starts looking kind of weird and not like skin at all. More like stucco. Not so much of a problem here. I did mess up a little bit. Ooh, you know what though? Well, I don't think this is very opaque, but let me try it. I'm gonna see what happens. There's a white one in this. And I could potentially cover that a little bit. Yeah. And then maybe when it's fully dry, I can go back over it with the shirt color. Okay. Kind of worked, I guess. Okay. Let's see if I can kind of... Oh, it's still... I think it needs to dry more before I can effectively... Like I said, I'm not super keen on that hair. I want what? My violet for... where's my violet? Oh, there it is. Well, maybe we need a little more of a chin there. Oh yeah, and I kind of want the eyes to have, white. I don't know. This person's face is a little peculiar. And their hair is a little peculiar. I guess I could have planned that a little bit better. Let me see if this works or if I'm just making a big mess. It's a little mess that sort of works. Sort of. Well, I will have to come back to this later. Once the paint sticks have fully dried and do a little touch up with pencil. But I don't hate it. I think if I were gonna, do something beyond my sketchbook, I'd spend a little more time figuring out what these characters look like. It's not the worst though. I kind of like the texture, a little bit of texture in the skin. 10 seconds left on my timer, so pretty good timing. So we'll stop there, and I will touch up more later. Oh, I forgot to mention the artist for the Draw This in Your Style piece. It's Gia Graham, and her, I assume this is Instagram handle, at I am Gia Graham, Graham. So I'll post this later, and I will tag her. Thanks for watching.